Alright, today we got a worksheet that looked like this, so I'm just going to go through a couple of problems that were giving people the most issues, I guess the most difficult ones. So first, let's look at number 6. So we had m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, and I want to solve for x2. Okay, so if you didn't notice, this is the equation to find slope. The hint I gave for this is if whatever you're trying to find is on the bottom, I suggest cross multiplying. It seems to make it easier to deal with once you do that. So when we cross multiply, I get m times x2 minus x1 equal to, and then 1 times that is just y2 minus y1. Okay, from here, now that x2 is no longer on the bottom, I can look at this like a different problem. Okay, the m is attached to it, so I'm going to divide by the m so I can get rid of that. So then I have x2 minus x1 equal to y2 minus y1 over m. Alright, and then from here, I want to get x2 by itself, so I'm just going to add x1 to both sides. So my final answer is x2 equals y2 minus y1 divided by m plus x1. Okay, so that was one problem that people seem to have issues with. Another one would be, let's see, number 16. We have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, and I want to solve for y. Okay, if we look, here's our y, that's what we need to isolate, so I need to get rid of this piece, and then I need to get rid of the k and that squared. So first I'm going to get rid of this piece since it's not directly attached. So I'm left with y minus k squared equal to r squared minus x minus h squared. Okay, from here, I need to get rid of that squared right there. So in order to get rid of a squared, you take the square root. Okay, this square root only gets rid of that squared because it's a single term. It can't get rid of the squared if there's more than one term underneath the radical. Okay, so I'm left with y minus k equals the square root of r squared minus x minus h squared. Okay, now I need to get y by itself, so in order to do that, I'm going to add k. So all of this equals y. Alright, the last one that I'm going to show is 20. So we have f of f equals mu n. So there's some Greek letters in here if you haven't seen those before. And then n is equal to m times g times cosine theta. Okay, and it wants you to solve for g. And it says solve for g in terms of f of f, m, and cosine, and mu. So basically I'm going to take this and plug it in for n so that I can only have one equation to deal with. So I have f of f equal to mu times m times g times cosine theta. Okay, now to isolate g, that's right here, I want to get rid of the mu, m, and cosine theta, so I'm going to divide by each of those. Same on this side. So once I do that, I'm able to get g equal to f over mu times m times cosine theta, and that would be your answer. Okay, so there's a couple solved for you. The rest you're on your own, or come in for tutorials and get some help on that. But please let me know if you have any questions, and good luck.